and then at the end, it is best if you pray 2 rakats and intending to pray waqt sunnati.
Next.
Yeah. Ah. Oh, okay. Conditions for Jummah to be farz. It is farz for men, it is not farz for women. Okay, it is farz for men, it is not farz for women. The way to Salah Jummah must be open and free. You must not be a traveler. You must not be sick but be healthy. You must not be blind. You must not have a good excuse for not going. You must not have a good excuse for not going. Okay. So be healthy. You must be blind. You must not be blind. You must. Oh. Oh. No, you must not be blind. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Conditions for Salah Jummah. First, it is first for man, is not first for woman. However, if a woman is present at Salah Jummah and she prays Salah Jummah with the Imam, it counts as Zohar. Okay. Counts as Zohar. It counts as Zohar. Okay. Okay. Conditions for Jummah to be first. It's first for men. No, first one is first for men, but not first for women. However, if a woman is present at Jummah and she prays the Jummah with the Imam, it counts as Zohar. The way to Jummah must be open and free. You must not be a traveler. You must not be sick and but be healthy. You must not be sick but be healthy. You must not be blind. You must not have a good excuse for not going. You must not have a good excuse for not going. Okay. Conditions for Jummah to be first. Okay. As far as for men, not for. Okay. First for men, not first for women. However, if a woman is present at Jummah and she prays Jummah with the Imam, it counts as Zohar. It counts as Zohar. The way to Jummah must be open and free. You must not be a traveler. Must not be sick. Okay. The way to Jummah must be free. You must not be a traveler. You may not be sick but be healthy. You must not be blind. You may not have a good excuse for not going. You must not have a good excuse for not going. The first for men conditions for Jummah to be farz. It is farz for men and not farz for women. However, if a woman is present at Jummah and she prays Jummah with the Imam, it counts for Salah. It counts for Zohar. It counts for Salah and Zohar. Okay. The way to Salah Jummah must be open and free. You must not be a traveler. You must be sick. You must not be sick. Not be okay. You must not be a traveler. You must not be sick but be healthy. You must not be blind, and you must not have a good excuse for not going. You must not have a good excuse for not going. Okay. Oh, that. First woman, first a woman, woman first and Juma, and first and Juma with the Imam, because as well, which is Salah Juma must be open and free. You must not be a traveler, you must not be sick or be healthy, you must not be blind, you must not have a excuse for not going. Okay. Oh, yeah, though, yeah.
अच्छा सुनाओ.
Okay. Conditions for Jummah to be farz. It is farz for men, it is not farz for women. However, if a woman is present at Jummah and she prays Jummah with the Imam, it counts as her Zohar. And then second one, the way to Jummah must be free and open. Third one, you may not be a traveler. Fourth one, you cannot be sick, you have to be healthy. You must not be blind. You must not be blind, and you must not have a good excuse for not going.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Conditions for Jummah to be Sahih valid. Just as there are some necessary conditions for Jummah to be farz, there are also some conditions for it to be Sahih. Salat Jummah must be prayed during the same time for Zohar. The khutbah must be read before the prayer. The place
خطبة with خطبة.
khutbah, khutbah. The khutbah must be read before the prayer. The place where Jummah is prayed must be open to everyone. Okay, Salat and Jummah must be prayed during the time for Zohar. The khutbah must be read before the prayer. The place where Jummah is prayed must be open to everyone. Okay, question just there are some zoom out कर सकते हैं क्योंकि वो नीचे वाले मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. ठीक है. Jummah must be prayed during the time for Zohar, and the khutbah must be read before the prayer. The place where Jummah is prayed must be open to everyone. Besides the Imam, there must be a minimum of 3 other men. According to Imam Abu Yusuf, it is Sahih if 2 men are there. A person authorized to lead the prayer must be found. The place where Jummah is prayed must be a city or connected to the city government. The Jummah is prayed must be a city or connected to the city government. Okay. Conditions for Jummah to be Sahih valid. Just as there are some conditions, the necessary conditions for Jummah to be first, there are some conditions for it to be Sahih. Okay. Jummah must be prayed during the time for Zohar. The khutbah must be read before the prayer. The place where Jummah is prayed must be open to everyone. Besides the Imam, there must be a minimum of 3 other men, according to Imam Abu Yusuf. Imam Abu Yusuf. Imam Abu Yusuf, it is Sahih if 2 men are there. A person authorized to lead the prayer must be found. The place where Jummah is prayed must be a city or connected to the city government somehow. Okay. Must be prayed during the time for Zohar. Khutbah must be read before the prayer. Place of Jummah must be open to everyone. Besides the Imam, there must be a minimum of 3 other men. According to Imam Abi Yusuf, it is Sahih if 2 men are there. The person authorized to lead the prayer must be found. The place where Jummah is prayed must be a city or connected to the city government. Okay. I think that the conditions for Salat Jummah to be Sahih. To be Sahih and that. Okay, yeah, that. Yeah, okay.
Mm. So now,
Okay. Okay. Conditions for Jummah to be Sahih valid. Just as there are some necessary conditions for Jummah to be farz, there are also some conditions for it to be Sahih. And Salat Jummah must be prayed during the time for Zuhr. The khutbah must be read before the prayer. The place where Jummah is prayed must be open to everyone. Besides the Imam, there must be a minimum of 3 other men. According to Imam Abu Yusuf, it is Sahih if 2 men are there. A person authorized to lead the prayer must be found. The place where Jummah is prayed must be a city or connected to the city government somehow.
okay. Okay, next.
Okay. Abu Darda radiallahu anhu narrates that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, a Muslim's supplication in the absence of his brother is accepted. An angel is stationed at his head whenever he makes a supplication for the good of his brother. This angel says, Ameen, and may you receive the same. Anas radiallahu anhu narrates that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, none of you is a true believer until he likes for his brother what he likes for himself. Khalid ibn Abdullah Qasari rahimahullah narrates from his father and his grandfather radiallahu anhu that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked him, do you love paradise? I replied, yes. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, like for your brother what you like for yourself. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, verily deen religion is nasiha, sincerely well-wishing. Verily deen is nasiha, verily deen is nasiha. The Sahaba asked, to whom, O Rasulullah? He replied, to Allah and His book and His messengers and to the rulers of Muslims and their common folk. Sincere well-wishing for Allah stands for belief in Allah. Fervent love for Him, to have fervent love for Him, to fear Him, and to obey Him, and worship Him, and to ascribe no partners to Him. Sincere wishing for the Book of Allah means belief on it, giving it the respect it deserves, acquiring and spreading its knowledge, and acting upon it. Sincere wishing for the Prophet means testifying to his prophethood, honoring him, loving and practicing his sunnah, spreading his message, and believing with heart and soul that our salvation lies in his obedience. Sincere wishing to the rulers of the Muslims means that they be assisted in the discharge of their responsibilities and to have a good opinion about them. They should be obeyed in right things. However, if they make mistakes, attempts should be made to rectify them, and they be given good counseling. Sincere well-wishing to the common folk is to look after their good and welfare. This includes bringing them towards deen with their sincerity and kindness, to teach them deen and to inspire them towards righteousness, to consider them their benefits their benefit one's own benefit, and their loss one's own loss, to help them as far as possible and to fulfill their rights. Tauban radiallahu anhu narrates
So,
Zaw
with
Saw, ठीक है. Sauban radiallahu anhu narrates and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, my pond extends from Aden to Amman. Its bowels are equivalent to the stars in the sky. Its water is whiter than snow and sweeter than honey. The first to come on the pond will be the poor immigrants. We asked, oh Rasulullah, describe them to us. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam replied, those with disheveled hair and dirty clothes who cannot marry women living in luxury, for whom doors are not open. They fulfill the rights of others while their own rights are not given to them. Aden is a famous city in Yemen, and Amman is a well-known well-known city of Jordan. The words Aden and Amman are used only for the purpose of signs in this hadith. This, however, does not imply that the area of the pool is exactly the distance as referred to, but it is only to facilitate understanding that the length and width of the pool spreads over hundreds of miles. Hudhaifa radiallahu anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, do not imitate others and start saying, if others treat us well, we will treat them well. If they do wrong to us, we will do wrong to them. But accustom yourself to do good if people do good, and not to do wrong if they do wrong.
okay, Allah Hafiz.
ठीक है. खुदा हाफिज.